This is Book Talk with Corbin. I'm your host. I want to talk to you today about a book. It's really one of the most important that's been released in the past couple of years. It's released by David Horowitz, a rather prolific writer, brilliant thinker. And I've interviewed him several times on my podcast. Go to my website, booktalkwithcorbin.com, and you'll find I've had several interviews with David Horowitz. I also have a interview with David Horowitz and local author Dexter Pitts. You definitely want to listen to that interview. Today I just want to talk to you about I Can't Breathe, How a Racial Hoax is Killing America. That was written by David Horowitz. It was recently released. He talks about 26 very famous cases. They include Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, George Floyd, and Breonna Taylor. Get this book. It's brilliant. It's very challenging. One thing I want to say is a lot of times white folks who are moderates, who are still patriots, who still believe in equal opportunity, and who really genuinely want to see good relations between the races in the United States of America. But they really don't want to articulate some of their concerns about what the black left is doing in Louisville, Kentucky. The black leftists, very vocal, sometimes violent folk. So here's what I suggest you do. Quietly, go to Amazon.com. Well, go to Amazon.com, quietly or not. Go to Amazon.com. Buy the book I Can't Breathe, How a Racial Hoax is Killing America by David Horowitz. And then, very discreetly, don't let other folk know, black or white know, that you bought the book and that you're reading the book. And I strongly suggest you do that. Because let me tell you something. I think people remember when Greenberg, who's now the Democratic Party nomination for mayor of Louisville, there's some Jewish folks who said, hey, when there was that assassination attempt on Greenberg by a black anti-gun violence activist. That's right, he's a black man known for his anti-gun violence activism. And he, in broad daylight, tried to assassinate Greenberg, Mr. Greenberg. Mr. Greenberg is a Jewish brother. And there were many Jews here in Louisville who said, hey, we think there's some anti-Semitism in that whole affair, that whole event. But they were scared to say it. They're a little concerned about publicly saying it because the way the white left and the black left, the radicals, the socialists, the anti-Americans, would respond to that. So the left is known for their intimidation through name-calling and accusations and cutting people off financially. They're known for doing that. Here, it's happened. I'm not saying it's happened in Louisville, but it has happened in other places. And I found it very disturbing that Jewish folk, Jewish brothers and sisters in Louisville, Kentucky, felt that intimidated. But hey, black conservatives, we oftentimes feel the same way. So white folks, there's some of you white folks that are still reasonable and thinking. You need to get this book, I Can't Breathe, How a Racial Hoax is Killing America by David Horowitz. Go to Amazon.com and read it. But don't tell your white leftist friends, definitely your black leftist friends, about it, because they will go off on you. They will lose their minds that you had the audacity to read something like I Can't Breathe, How a Racial Hoax is Killing America.